Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Angel of Words podcast, where your stories are heard. I'm your host, Angel of Words. And before we get started, don't forget to click on that notification bell on YouTube. Like, follow, comment, share these messages for us. We really appreciate it over here at the podcast. Also, follow us on Spotify. They have video now, so if you're a Spotify member, follow us on there and all podcast platforms. Our sponsors today are OTW Threads, Out of This World Threads, reminding you to be out of this world, and AttitudeOn10.com, your place to get over your trauma and build resilience. If you want to start your own podcast and you want to get your voice heard out there, click in my description. Go into my description, click on the affiliate links. It'll show you everything you need to purchase to start your podcast in one day. And I also will have some videos coming out shortly to help you on your voyage. And if you want to reach out to me to get a consultation, it's at Angel of Words ENT. So don't forget to go there if you want the exclusive merchandise and to read the blogs. We also have those up at AOWENT.com. Now on deck on the Angel of Words podcast, we have rapper and songwriter Pat Gonz. What up, B? Thank you for pulling up. Another Harlem person, you know? Uptown all day, holding it down over here. Uptown. Well, my brother, let's get to it, baby. Thank you for pulling up. I know we had a little production issues before we got started, but you held it down for me. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to take it easy on you today on the podcast. You know
man, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, man. Look, I'm going to be honest, man. I was listening to your EP. It's Wanted, right? It's the name of the EP, or one of the songs on there is Wanted.
No, it's Cactus Pat.
Cactus Pat is the name of the EP. Okay, my bad. I messed up on there. My bad.
You good.
But yes, which I love. I guess you like wrestling a lot. You know what
yes,
I mean?
Yes. That was, definitely an influence.
Yo, that's what's up. But you know what I noticed first about you as an artist is first is organization, which is important. You know, your email's up there so people can actually reach out to you on a professional tip and book you if they need to. And also your album artwork. I enjoy that. I'm a big fan of branding and artwork.
Yeah.
You know, it shows that you're putting in more effort than any other artist. So could you, elaborate on why that's important to you?
It's important because it's like, you want to be able to pull people in, especially with like the artwork. I feel like if you just put something basic as the cover of the music, it's almost like a book, you know what I mean? Or like a trailer for a movie. You got to be able to pull people in, and then they'll see the artwork and they'll be like, well, this is interesting. Like, what is this even about? So, once you start pulling people in with that, it's like, and then once it matches the song, it's like a whole different level. You know what I mean? And it's like with the Cactus Pat, like I had to do a little Cactus Jack swag to it, you know what I mean? With the Wanted poster and all of that. So, and with the Good Time, I had to, put out there, like, match with the song. Like, I'm here for a good time. You see the bottles, the hookah, dudes performing, me, DHF performing on the cover art. So it's like, it's important to just pull people in with that because the cover art is important. You know what I mean?
Yo, it is important, man. I really agree with you 1,000%, man. And it reeled me in. I'm like, oh, I bet. Like, it's valid.
Yeah, definitely.
And by the way, folks, just want to let you know, you know how it is on the Angel of Words podcast now with the new flow. We got Pat Gonz going to perform for us.
Yes, sir.
Good times.
Yes, sir.
Good times is going to be performed after the podcast.
Yes,
so stay tuned for that. That'll be afterwards. Don't forget about our sponsors, too, that have been holding it down. OTW Threads, Out of This World Threads, reminding you to be out of this world. And AttitudeOn10.com, your place to get over your trauma and build resilience. So I'm excited for the performance. And I love the fact that you're focusing on artwork. How do you feel about having to pay for beats? Because I've spoken to a lot of artists, and that seems to be a big deal. A lot of people are leasing beats. What's up with that, man? Do you do that, or do you create your own stuff? Like, how does that work for you?
For the most part, I have a team of producers.
Okay.
That they basically, like, we bounce off ideas and we just, like, go way back. And it's like, at the end of the day, producers are just as important to the song as the artist.
Yeah.
Because if you could spit all the bars that you want, you could have the flow, but if the beat is not hitting, then, it's just, people are going to be like, this is cool, but, he could rap, he could do this and that. So, for the most part, I just have a team where we, like, creatively work together. As far as, like, paying for beats, I feel like, I feel like it's worth it at the end of the day. Because it's like, they're creating art as well. You know what I mean? And people got to eat. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not like it's not like they're like a non-factor in what is it doing. When you're making a song, everybody is a factor in it, whether it's the producer, the engineer, the songwriters, the performer. So, I feel like, that's important. The producers, like I said, are just as important as like the artists.
Well, that's
You know
good
what
to
I mean?
hear, man, that you
Yeah.
feel that way, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's your engineer? Is it the final one?
No, my engineer.
Because apparently it seems to be everybody's engineer, bro.
Nah, my engineer, my engineer's from Harlem. Shout out to Chris, the
Okay.
engineer. Shout out to him. We've been working together for years, man, years. And it's like we have such great chemistry every time we in the studio. And it's like, he also makes beats and he sings, and so he gets the artistic side of it as well. And yeah, it's just dope, bro. Like I'm big on like chemistry when I'm working with people,
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
you need to have chemistry,
Yeah.
bro. That's, I mean, I feel
Yeah.
you do everything the best when there's some chemistry involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that you don't mind paying your producers, man. That's what's up.
Yeah,
bro.
no, definitely.
You know what I mean? There are, I mean, hello, without you don't have a
Yeah,
song
yeah,
without a
exactly,
producer.
exactly,
You know,
exactly.
what I mean? Like,
Exactly, bro. It's
How
like-
does it work? Have you ever leased a beat before? Have you ever had to do that?
Yeah, I've leased a beat before. It's sort of like, you get to use it, but you don't own it exclusively. I think that's how
Gotcha.
it works.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody gets their percentages, especially
Yeah.
in the back end of the record.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, man, producers are like super important
Yeah.
to this. You know what I mean? Like you need good production.
Can you put out a song if you lease a beat on Spotify? I doubt it, right?
No,
Okay.
I think you can. Like if you lease a beat, it's like you get the right to sell it.
Yeah.
But it's like the beat is not exclusively yours.
Got
You know
you.
what I mean?
So I mean,
somebody
I guess
else
if
could
you get
use
over
it.
a certain amount of streams, then you got to start breaking off the producer, I would imagine, or something like that. I've seen that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Well, it's good to know, man, because it's
Yeah,
important, man. So, what do you think about look, man? Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to look, man, are you happy with your look that you portray, your image, man?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, how to explain it? Like my look it matches my music in a way where it's just like I do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when I make music, when I'm in the studio, it's like, when I'm creating, it's like, I do what I want. And at the end of the day, like when the art is good, it's undeniable.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you look, regardless of where you come from or whatever, when your art is good, it's like they can't even deny you.
It's a fact, though. I
They can't
agree.
even like they can't say, oh, this person that they'll be like, damn, he's good. Like,
Yeah.
like, so for some people, I mean, the looks is probably more important. But as far as for me, I mean, I'm pretty secure in how I look. You know what I mean?
Cool. So you have fun with how you look, like you
Yeah,
don't mind.
man,
All right, cool. Has
absolutely.
anybody said, yo, maybe you should change your look a little bit? Have you ever spoken to managers and things of that nature?
Honestly, no.
Yeah. Oh,
like
I bet.
it's crazy because it's like, you would expect that sometimes, no matter how like fly or drip, you're like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
you should go this route, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. People have never really told me like, oh, you got to change your look. You got to look a certain way or play a certain part. You know what I mean?
Now, listening to your music, I seem to notice that you like a lot of the trap sound.
I do like a lot of the trap sound, but how to explain it? It's more of a versatility thing with me. So,
Okay.
The production, I take production like how I feel at the time. You know what I mean? So like I love boom bap as well as trap, and it's all about a feeling. It's like when you send me a trap beat and it's like, okay, maybe I could do some melodies and some harmonies to it or whatever. And then it's like when you get a boom bap, you gotta go hard. Like you
Yeah.
can't just be on some like lazy shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that I'm ever on some lazy shit, because
Yeah.
I give it 110%.
Well, it's laid
wherever I
back, you
go.
could say. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not, trap is more like finding the pocket, the melody, the harmonies and
Sticking
whatnot.
to that cadence.
Yeah, sticking to the cadence, whereas boom bap is like, yeah, you gotta go off. Like,
Yeah.
you can't come with a whack
I love
ass.
it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I like to hear
Yeah.
cats going off. I'm big on lyrics, man. Angel
Yeah.
of Words, hello.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I'm a lyricist first, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. You
I'm
mentioned
a
that to me
lyricist
before we got
first. Like,
started. Facts.
even my song "Good Time," like you listen to
Yeah.
it, there's
No,
bars
you went
in
off
there.
on that,
There's
man. There's bars on
yeah,
that for
there's definitely
sure.
bars. Like
Yeah.
as melodic as it sounds, it's bar heavy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
definitely.
that's a fact, bro. You go bar heavy, man.
Yeah.
And you also like to sleep with people's girls, though, in your
Nah.
music. Not saying you're
So-
doing it in real life, but
Nah, so
that's
it's
part of
like-
your artistic expression,
So
man.
it's
you know?
like, that's a good one. So like I was explaining, or like I was gonna explain, like my music is like, it's just a human aspect of it.
Yeah.
So when I make music, what I made last year, what I made recently is not gonna, I'm not gonna make the same thing again. So like, for example, Cactus Pat, I was feeling braggadocious,
Okay.
but then there's other songs and projects that are definitely coming out in the near future where it's just like a completely different tone, because I just make music for the human aspect of it. I've been through all types of emotions, you know what I mean? Like I know what it's like to be down. I know what it's like to be high. I know what it's like to, love hard. I know what it's like to heartbroken, happiness, sadness, looking for an escape from the bullshit you go through on a daily basis. So I just make my music on that level. So when you hear that, like Cactus Pat, that was just at the moment I'm feeling braggadocious. Like, yeah, put me in the booth with anybody, I'm fucking them up. And I might take your girlfriend. So
Love it. Hey, man,
that's just how it is.
We're here to talk about the music.
Yeah,
I want to know what headspace my artists are in, when they come into Angel Words podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're going to go this route. We're going to discuss the beauty that is the music that you go to. So all right, when you wrote the song, when you developed the EP, the braggadocious situation was going through your head, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you tell us why?
Because like
you was feeling yourself at that point. What was happening?
Yeah, so it was like, how to explain it? Like, Cactus Jack, the wrestler, was hardcore.
Love him.
Like, if you look at Mick Foley's characters, right? You got Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love, right?
Dude Love,
right?
I miss Dude Love.
Yo, amazing, bro.
You brought it back, man.
Right? So it's like, I looked at like Mick Foley, a wrestler like Mick Foley, how he was able to play all three characters that way.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just one guy in that industry. So it was like, Mankind was like, he's trying to figure out, he's someone that's misunderstood, that's been through physical and emotional trauma.
Yeah.
Then you got Dude Love, who's like very peace, love, chill. And then you got Cactus Jack, who's hardcore, doesn't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm that guy and I'm gonna hurt you. So it was like, when I was thinking about like Cactus Pat and I was making the EP, it was like, I can't be on some like, it's gotta be hardcore, if that makes sense. It's gotta be like,
you gotta step into that identity all the way.
Yeah,
like
you know what I
Mick
mean?
Foley was the best.
Yeah,
Might be the greatest actor ever on
Literally, bro,
WWE.
it was like,
he really stepped into those characters.
Bro,
hard
exactly.
body.
Like, and that's not easy to do in that industry or even in music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fact.
Like, especially like, because I'm a songwriter as well. You got to tap into what that person is feeling too.
Yeah,
you got to tap into that. So I just try to do that. Like I said, it's human music. I just make music for the human experience.
Do you have any R&B stuff coming out that we should look forward to? Like, what's happening with that? Because I know you say you like to write songs.
I don't think I have anything coming out at the moment for R&B.
Okay.
Again, I'm not opposed to that. I'm sure, I'll be working on something like that in the future.
Copy.
But for the most part, it's just like, solo projects that are coming out. Like my album Insomnia is coming out. And,
I'm looking forward to that, man. And you mentioned it a lot in your gram and on your social media and stuff.
Yeah. So, Good Time will be on there, you know what I mean?
Nice.
So it's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean?
So where are you recording your album at? Like, what's happening? Like, what who you working with? Like, where's this going down at?
So I record in Harlem with my engineer that I mentioned earlier. Chris
And he has his own studio? You recorded in his studio?
Yeah, he got his own studio in Harlem.
Cool.
So, that's where I've been recording for a long time. For at least like.
So are you guys splitting like the proceeds of like if you guys blow up and stuff? Like how's that working out? Like, what's the deal with that with you and him?
Yeah, for the most part, we're splitting that, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, the loyalty is there and we've been working together for a long time. So, I think it's fair, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just where I've been working at in Harlem.
That's what's up, man. And you just go in there and record, and it's whenever you're feeling like it, or you have to schedule it with him. Like how does that work?
It's more or less like a scheduling thing.
All right, cool.
You know what I mean? Because we got our own situations at times. All right. But for the most part, when we lock in the studio, it's like, we just be going crazy.
And what gear are you using in the studio? Like, you know, did you buy your own mic? Like, because I feel like artists should own their own mic that sounds good for their voice. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel like that's important. Especially like when you don't have like or when it's like difficult to find consistent studio time.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, I just use like I like using the SM7B mic.
Oh my God, man. That's a fantastic microphone.
Yeah,
Shout out to the SM7B.
I've used Newman as well.
Okay, yeah, no, you means a Valley. Yeah, hell yeah. You get some great sounds from Newmans, bro. Especially if you're singing on them, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, for the most part, that's like what I've been using.
Oh, that's what's up. And folks, if you're listening, you know, we'll put those links in the bottom there so you can go and cop those mics as well, because we know we really recommend those if you're gonna be you know, in this game, man. It really takes your sound to another level. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yo,
definitely, man.
Real talk.
Definitely.
So when it comes to your hardcore stuff, what is your family members there? Are you, because sometimes I'm scared to like go off on social media because I feel like my mom's gonna spaz on me.
Nah, it's like that's interesting. I mean, everybody, at least my family for the most part, they're really supportive and they understand the art aspect of it. And they know, like, you know, me in the booth and me outside the booth is, you know, it's sort of, I wouldn't want to say two completely different people, but it's like, it's not the same exact person, you know what I mean? Because again, like, when I'm in the studio, I'm expressing myself, you know what I mean, in ways that I can't do through words. You know, as important as therapy is, you know, this is like very therapeutic for me. Like me being able to write and, you know, record and just speak on experiences, even if they're not mine, just telling stories at the same time. So I guess you could say like Cactus Pad is sort of part of the story, like the hardcore stuff of it. So yeah, my family's definitely understanding of it. They definitely fuck with it heavy. You know,
that's what's up. Man.
Yeah,
it's good to have that foundation of support.
Absolutely,
man.
Absolutely.
Seriously, man. So why did you fall in love with music, man? Why did you start making music? Like, what's your end game in all this?
So, I mean, I fell in love with music in general at around the age of like, I would say 4. My first music influence, believe it or not, was bachata, like old school bachata.
Oh man, bachata's the greatest thing ever.
It's so fucking poetic,
I'm very influenced by it, man.
It's so poetic. It's like, and then the older I get, the more I realize how poetic it really is.
Yeah.
And then
it's a beautiful genre.
It is. And then like as I got older, you know, my cousins, all my older cousins, they was introducing me to hip hop. I grew up on a lot of like Eminem, Nas, Jay-Z, 50, Dipset, Locks, like Big Pac.
My guys,
you know what I mean? Like
my guys.
Like I grew up on a lot of that stuff. So I would say at the age of 9, I started writing raps, and what made me want to write raps was the Marshall Mathers LP. The first one.
Great album.
First one,
great album, bro. That album was
man,
sinister.
I used to like lip sync the stuff, and then I'm like, yo, let me put my own words to it. And then that's just like how it started. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. You know, a lot of people hate on that album. You know, a lot of the rap critics hate on that album because they're like, oh, nobody wants to hear about that misogynistic trailer trash type of rap. But I'm like, that was fresh to me. Like, you know, it came a point where, okay, I'm tired of hearing other hood. Let's hear about other stories from other parts of the world. You know what I mean?
It was different, and I feel like the skill of it was like undeniable. Like you can't say like, you know, you could not agree with what he's saying, and that's fine, but you can't say that album lyrically or production wise was trash.
Unbelievable.
Like you can't say like, I mean, you can't say that about like that album, like lyrically, what he was doing, and you know, he's still doing it.
Yeah, I think that album went diamond, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it definitely did. I believe it did. Yeah.
Or up there, like 8, 9, but I'm sure it went diamond.
It went crazy, man.
That was a wild album.
Yeah, it was. It was. It wasn't the ideal album a 9-year-old should have been listening to.
No, definitely not, man. If you were my child, I would not definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But,
I'm surprised my parents let me listen to it myself.
Yeah.
The album was nuts.
Definitely, man.
So, what do you think about the New York City rap scene, Pat Gonz?
I think it's pretty strong. To be honest, especially like with like the whole drill scene going on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I think it's pretty strong. And you know, there's still pioneers doing it. I mean, Hov just did something crazy on DJ Khaled album.
He went off on there.
You know, Nas is still dropping great albums. You know, and for the most part, you know, New York scene is pretty strong. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's New York, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's just a
We
different
love
energy.
to rap here. You know what I'm saying? I do
Yeah.
miss 6ix9ine. I wish he would come out with a project. I was a fan of his. I'm not gonna lie. Before all that nonsense with the law,
Yeah.
like I felt like that frenzy, that punk rap was
Yeah.
popping. You know, I like new
Nah, I know
sounds.
what
I
you
like
mean.
new
Yeah, I know
things.
what
You
you
know what I
mean. Yeah,
mean?
I
It's
know
like
what
when
you
I first
mean.
heard Bad Bunny for the first time. I knew he was gonna
Yeah,
take off because I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like I never heard anything like it before. I'm like, dude is doing Spanish trap.
And now he's like the biggest.
Oh,
fucking
bro, he
artist
just
in the
killed
world.
Yankee Stadium
Yeah,
yesterday,
he brought
bro.
Romeo out.
I think Yankee Stadium, they're still trying to rebuild it.
Yeah.
Oh, he sure did brought Romeo out. And he sang Don Omar's song. I wonder like how Don Omar feels about that.
I mean, I don't know, but that's pretty wild. Like, because usually it's like Romeo headlining and he's bringing people out. So
Yo, word. Like I went to Romeo Santos' concert when he was at Yankee Stadium and he brought out Mark Anthony. So
exactly. So it's like for Bad Bunny to be like, you know, yo, I'm gonna invite you.
Pull
it's
up.
like, what the? Like,
Bad
crazy.
Bunny has become like this international set. I couldn't
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was watching yesterday on social media. That was nuts,
Yeah, it's
bro.
different, bro.
Those tickets were guap, bro. Like 400, 500
Yeah,
to sit in. I was like, yo, bad. Because the thing is, I
Yeah.
saw him perform early on in his career when he was making his first rounds to New York. Because I was like, this dude is valid. I'm gonna catch him before he blows up. Cause I can tell,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I really can. Like when I invite you to come on my podcast, because I see something in you that I think that you have the potential
Appreciate that.
to go somewhere if
that.
you stay serious and
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
let
of course.
all the hardships, you know, take you down or whatever the case may be. So what are some of the struggles that you've experienced in music?
Just learning the business side of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when I was younger, you know, when I was a teenager, I was just rapping. You know what I mean? I was just rapping. I was putting stuff out. But it was like, you know, the business side of it is just as important as the art, you know, and that's where a lot of people get mistaken. A lot of people make mistakes and stuff like that. And, you know, it's part of the game. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to, you know, fall into situations that you didn't think were bad. But I feel like the biggest struggle as far as the music is just learning the business of it, you know. But when you love something, man, it's worth it. The struggles are worth it. The hardship is worth it. It's like, you know, I'm like I said, I'm in that booth, bro, and it's like I'm in another world. I'm writing songs. I feel like I'm in another world. It's just, you know, you got to know the business side of it. You know what I mean? You got to know, like, you know, where to go, where not to go, and stuff like that.
Does it get overwhelming for you sometimes?
Nope. I don't think it. Yo, for me, it doesn't get overwhelming because it's like I said, bro, I love doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like, for me,
but learning the business side of it, the music side, it seems like you got, but the business
but
side
even the business side of it.
Oh,
Like,
okay, cool.
Yeah, because you know you got to know what come with it. You know what I mean? You got to know what comes with this life. You know, so and it's not easy. It's not easy, but you know, it's when you reach your goals and you're knocking shit out the park. It's not a job. It's not like I gotta you know focus on the paperwork. I gotta focus on this and that. It could be annoying sometimes, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? Because you're doing something you love.
Nah, I agree with you. Yeah,
You
bro,
know.
100%. I think that Cactus Pat EP is valid, bro. Like, yo, check it out on, check it out on Spotify. Where can they find you?
All streaming platforms.
Yeah, right?
Spotify,
Everywhere.
Apple Music. It's on YouTube as well. I believe Tidal, Amazon Music, any streaming platform you could think of, it's on there.
You don't post a lot on your timeline. It's because you're working so hard in the booth, in the studio, working on your content that that kind of like subsides a little bit. It goes to the backside a little bit.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, especially in this business, you kind of got to be a little bit more calculated with the stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you put content out, you got to know what you're doing. And that's another thing I had to learn, especially, you know, with social media. Because honestly, I'm not really a big social media guy. I don't care for that type of attention or limelight. But at the end of the day, like I said, you got to take what comes with it. So it's like you know, for me, I'm very strategic in what I post. And, you know, so when I post something, something's coming.
Yeah.
Like that means like, yo, be on the lookout. Something's coming.
I like that actually.
Yeah, that's just
smart.
how I do it.
Because I know, back when I was trying to be an artist, one of the, one thing that I learned right away was that coming soon could turn into it's not coming at all.
Exactly.
So don't post like a coming soon unless you know the project's already made. A lot of cats do that. Speak on that, bro.
You know, it just the only thing is just make sure it's ready. make sure it's complete and make sure, you know, you have a set date because it's got to be organized. You know what I mean? Like this is, you putting out a project, you're trying to promote it. Just make sure everything is organized. You got a date or even if you don't have a date yet, at least have a time period. You know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, I'm dropping this in the fall for sure. Or I'm dropping this in the winter for sure. Let me get people reeled in. Let me, you know what I mean? But when you just, you know, do stuff to do it and you're just like coming soon, but it's like the shit's not ready, then, you know, it kind of looks bad. Because then people are going to be like, yeah, you know, you can say coming soon again. And it's like, oh, yeah, we've heard that one before. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's important to like give the people what they want. Because at the end of the day, it's about the people. It's about giving the people what they want, what they're waiting for.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
And you're very nice about it. I think it looks crazy. Don't do that, artist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You're better off playing things close to the chest, man.
Yeah,
like, you know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you because people will forget about you real quick, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're unreliable. You
Yeah.
cannot do that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So it's just like making sure everything is on point, making sure it's on point before you make the announcement. Because you can make the announcement, but then shit goes bad, and it's like, damn. So what do I do now?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you seem like a responsible artist. I'm gonna be completely real with you,
Yeah.
man. Like, you know, you introduced yourself to me. You know, we spoke at the event that I met you at.
Yes,
You know, man,
yes.
shout out to Fantastico. Always,
Facts,
you know,
facts. Shout out to
for
him,
real,
man.
you know,
Shout out
always-
to him. Shout
Always
out to
making things
Fantastico,
happen, man. You know, former guest here on the Angel of Words podcasting, episode 99. So if you want to check that out,
It's my guy right there, man.
for real, you know, he helps artists make money as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So definitely watch out for that. But yeah, bro, like, you know, you reached out to me. You actually sent me a message like, yo, bro, like, you know, you actually told me, look, I would like to be on before I was leaving. And then you also reached out to me on the DM.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you're very
yeah,
professional.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
speak on that because I feel like people really don't understand the value, or artists don't understand
Yeah.
the value of being professional, man.
Yeah, professionalism is extremely important. Because you get like one shot to make an impression. The first impression is everything. You know, whether people want to believe that or not. And it's like you want to be able to set the tone with people that are like, all right, this dude is serious. You know what I mean? Like this dude is dead ass about what he's trying to do. So it's just important to be professional. It's important to, you know, articulate yourself in a way that, you know, anybody can understand. And it's like, it's important to, like I said, just be on point with whatever it is that you're doing, even if it's just not music, like just with life. Like, you know, you got to be able to be on point. Your first impression is everything. Like you could fuck a whole bag up, you know, having a bad first, like people would be like, I'm not fucking with this guy no more. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then that person could know somebody else. And then that person can know somebody else. Like, yo, don't fuck with this dude. He's not serious. Like, he's not. So yeah, it's important. I mean, I've always been like that.
Yeah.
Prior to me learning about the business side of it, I've always been like that. Like, I don't play when it comes to this. You know what I mean? Like, it's because, you know, it's something I love to do.
No, I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Look, me personally, I had to take a couple social media posts down because I'm like, man, that's nothing to do with the brand. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's getting traction and people are commenting, like, you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with my brand. You know what I mean? It's not a professionalist. I mean, it's not a professional post, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, you know, I'm not gonna cap and be like, oh, I'm a social media guru. I know I'm not, but you know, that's why they got the stories. You know what I mean? If you want to get personal, use your stories, post stuff on your stories. But I feel like your posts, especially if you're an artist, you know, you can make it about yourself, but like make it about yourself to the point that it relates to what it is that you're doing. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my point of view on
That's
it.
a fact, man. I agree. Now, when it comes to music, man, do you like all types of music? Like, or you just like the hip hop game?
I mean, hip hop is number one for me. You know, that's my genre.
Yeah.
But you know, I love, like I said, bachata.
Yeah.
You know, merengue, salsa. You know, I grew up on all of that. You know, definitely like R&B.
Okay.
And rock music, you know, depending on the era, because I like older rock music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like grunge, like Nirvana.
Oh man, that's the
stuff like
best.
that,
you know what I mean? God, that's the greatest, man. I gotta get Nirvana up in here in the studio somewhere, man. I gotta get him up here somewhere. I gotta find a way to do that.
You know what I mean? I'm into, you know, stuff like that. Like I just, if it catches my ear, I like it. Honestly, I don't really like, you know, of course, my favorite genre is hip hop, but if it catches my ear, man, like I fuck with it, you know.
And I mean, I need to get him up here like in a picture, not like up here.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm like, I know my man's not coming back.
Nah. And also also I can't believe I left this out. Reggaeton, you know, Spanish trap. I mean, come on.
That's oh man. Man, that changed the game right there, bro. I don't even know what's happening
music,
right now, man.
Beautiful
For
music,
real.
Beautiful music.
Would you ever do a collaboration with one of those cats? You know, if you had an opportunity? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool.
Definitely.
That's what's up,
because I speak Spanish as well. You know what I mean? And I dabbled in the Spanish, but it's more like Spanglish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for the most part, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to spit in Spanish, man. Like,
Spanish,
like these cats, that's a whole nother level, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Like one of my ex-guests, Gran Figura. Like, I'm like, when he was here spitting, and I was like, oh, no, that's some
it's a talent, bro. Especially like when English is like your first language.
Yeah,
that's a talent, bro.
Yeah, that's a talent. Yo, word up, man. Word up, man. You ain't never lied. Pat Gonz here in the building. The podcast is sponsored by OTW Threads, reminding you to be out of this world, and AttitudeOn10.com, your place to get over your trauma and build resilience. And don't forget the merchandise. Check it out, baby. It's at AOWENT.com. So get in where you fit in. Now, we've reached a point in the podcast, Pat, that it's time to play 5 Words with Angel. All right, on 5 Words with Angel, I'm going to give you a word, a phrase, or a question, and you're going to give me the first word, and if it turns into a thought, run with it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, the first word is Brugal Papi.
Pat Gonz. Pat Gonz. It's Pat Gonz all the way. It's Pat Gonz all the way. Pat Gonz, man. That's me right there.
Brugal is official, man.
Yeah,
it's Dominican rum, y'all. If y'all don't know, whoever's listening, check it out. Buy some. It's valid. OD.
Definitely.
The next word is Mortal Kombat.
Sub-Zero.
There you go. I seen the artwork on the thing. Check it out, guys. It's on Spotify.
Sub-Zero, man. Cold like Sub-Zero.
That's what's up. I love that, man. That's what's up. All right. The next word is wrestling. What do you think about? You think about wrestling?
Where do I even begin? Big part of my life growing up. Big part of my life. Aside from like sports and music.
Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Undertaker.
Really?
It's got to be the Undertaker.
Okay.
The Undertaker, and I would Stone Cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. I like that. Mine was The Rock and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but that's all right.
Oh, they up there too.
Yeah. No, but your guys are valid, man. All right. The next word on 5 Words with Angel, Pat, is other people's ladies. The phrase.
Honestly, like I typically just steer clear. You know what I mean? It's just music, bro.
Cactus Pat doesn't, but
Cactus Pat is a different animal. But nah, man, I'm gonna be honest. It's just music.
I hear that, man. All right, and the last word is something I enjoy myself: cigars.
Oh man, relaxing.
Nice.
Relaxing, calming. You know, it's great. You don't have to inhale it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And a little cognac on the side is always nice.
Cognac. Oh, whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey go good with it too.
Nice, that's a fact.
You know,
what kind of whiskey you like?
I like Johnny Walker Gold.
Okay.
I like the Gold.
Valid. Nice.
I'm more of a Douce drinker.
Okay.
I like the Douce.
I never had Douce. I'm gonna be honest. Is it
Douce
good?
is good. It's good, but it's like drink responsibly.
All right, cool. You heard it here first, folks. You know, drink responsibly. You're gonna go after that Douce.
Trust me, man.
All right, Pat. I really appreciate you being on. Could you actually give a message to the people that, want to be artists, man? Just look into that camera, let them know what time it is.
Be consistent. Follow your dreams, bro. Like, don't worry about what the next person got to say, what people think. Follow your dreams. Be consistent. Love the art. The love for the art is important. That's probably the most important thing when creating art. And just be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Be true to your art. Be consistent and follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Tomorrow's not promised. Follow your dreams.
Facts. Now, where could they find you, my brother, real quick?
Instagram at I am Pat Gonz. That's where all of my stuff gets updated as far as like announcements. And musically, I am on every streaming platform. I'm on SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Pat Gonz, PATGONZ. And yeah, man, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on all streaming platforms.
Pat, thank you so much for pulling up, my brother, and being patient with us
Appreciate
here
it.
on the Angel of Words
Hey, man, I
podcast
appreciate
with the
you
new
having me, man.
production
I'm honored.
situation. That was fantastic. You know, I wish you all the best in your career. I
Thank you,
think you
man.
deserve it. You know what I mean? You come off as an artist that's serious about his craft, and that's all
Absolutely.
you can ask for in this game, and everything else
Absolutely.
takes you where you need to go. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm definitely honored. Grateful to be here.
Course,
love
man.
the
Thank you.
vibe, love the energy.
I appreciate you a lot, brother. Thank
Shout
you.
out Angel of Words. Subscribe. Do what you got to do. This is fire. This is definitely fire.
Facts, my man, holding it down with the promos. You already know, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Click on that notification bell and share these messages for us. It's really important to share it with your peoples, man. You know, let them know about that new podcast out there that's, you know, giving people an opportunity to come on and let their stories be heard. Spotify. You already know it has video now. We're on there, so follow us on there as well and on all podcast platforms. Thank you so much to our sponsors, OTW Threads, Out of This World Threads, reminding you to be out of this world, and AttitudeOn10.com, your place to get over your trauma and build resilience. And if you want the exclusive merchandise, like this beautiful coffee cup you see right here, go to AOWENT.com, and we have the blog up there as well. And if you want to start your own podcast and get your voice out there, and maybe you need a tutorial, you need a consultation, holla at your boy at Angel of Words ENT. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Talk to you later. Te quiero, Puerto Rico. Live from the Angel of Words Studios, performing his single, Good Time, we have the one and only Pat Gonz.
Wolf Pack for life. Pack Gonz, yeah. Angel of Words, what up? Yeah, I'm here for a good time. Look. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. She wanna vibe with me, so she say she all mine. Party till the morning, get slitty all night. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. She wanna vibe with me, so she say she all mine. Party till the morning, get slitty all night. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Look, it ain't time to start thinking. It's time for us to crack open them bottles and start drinking. It's like we all Cubans, cause it's gold when we linkin'. She wanna try the boat and make sure it ain't sinking. Got the bottles, the hookah, and the loud. Swimming in alcohol, a nigga might drown. Shit, we going up, there's no way we tone it down. There's no need to sip slow when there's enough to go around. So what's up, baby? I'm trying to do some. It's the weekend, you and your girls can show my crew love. I'm feeling lit as fuck, but I don't care, fill up my cup. The hangover gon' hurt, but fuck it, I'm getting drunk. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time. She wanna vibe with me, so she say she all mine. Party till the morning, get slitty all night. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. She wanna vibe with me, so she say she all mine. Party till the morning, get slitty all night. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Baby, I just wanna kick back like a Glock 9. Body built just like Ashanti, so I'm always on time. But I'm here for a good time, not a long time. See, baby, I took my shot, but you playing like Bruce Bowen. The attitude make a nigga won't snatch away your sewing. Girl, you glowing. I see potential, don't want you to blow it. You ain't gotta say you real when your aura already show it now. What's up, Patty? Why you acting so catty? It's your mag daddy, pants saggy with the loud baggies. Tell your friends and they friends we got Ace for 25. She took 10 and ran off and sold them for 35. Yeah, here for a good time, not a long time. She wanna vibe with me, so she say she all mine. Party till the morning, get slitty all night. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. She wanna vibe with me, so she say she all mine. Party till the morning, get slitty all night. Cause I'm here for a good time, not a long time, yeah.
Yo, come here, B. That was awesome. That was your boy, Pat Gonz, here on the Angel of Words podcast, putting it down, being patient with us. The Truth, Harlem, Uptown. You already know. Shout out to my Puerto Rico, Santa Isabel. Talk to you later.
We up.